Hi everybody, Barb Sanders Cole here, and today is day 4 of the vlog challenge. Today's topic is reckon with your past and save your future. That actually says a lot to me. But what I really hope, what I know that you're going to find in this video is there's going to be something that I resonate with you, that you will want to live the life that you deserve, but more importantly than that, that you know that you deserve. That's all I want. When I first started this precarious journey into internet marketing and, through things that had happened in my past, got laid off, really didn't want to go back to corporate America again. I just didn't want to do the commuting, the travel. I'd been in sales my whole career, and I just didn't want that anymore. I live in Minnesota. Roads are bad in the winter. Rain snows us down in the spring. Good grief. So anyway, I wanted to work from home. So Tim and I started looking at internet marketing and different programs and everything out there. There's a lot of information. Some are good, some are bad. We finally came across something that we thought was the absolute best. Different from the other communities, and different in the way they had a women's organization. They had the personal development was just incredibly crazy, and it's been a real journey for me going through. So I'm learning so much along with this business, but I could never figure out what was stopping me in this business. Yeah, we've had success. Yes, we've made money. But it was not at the rate that we were looking for or working toward. Frankly, I couldn't place it. I mean, there's times in both Tim's life and my life that, bam, things just, you do things that you typically wouldn't do because why? We were missing that why. And there was a night that I was listening to Dave Wood's, one of his webinars, and he said something that resonated with me so strongly. And it was this. It was, when you make a decision, you make it in an instant. That decision might not happen for a while, but it will be done. When you make that decision, it becomes a must up here. A must. When it gets to a must stage, you will find out any way that you can make that happen. So he said that, and then he brought up the fact about a smoker. A smoker doesn't necessarily quit in the moment they say they're going to, when they make that decision. And this resonated with me so much because that's exactly what happened to me. Last year in September, after Mom had her stroke, and she was laying in bed, couldn't talk, she was paralyzed. She's basically caught in her own mind. She can move her eyes and stuff. But it was like, wow, to look at somebody caught in their own mind. At that point, she was only a few days into the stroke. She was not supposed to live. So we didn't know that her lifestyle at that point would ever change. It did. She's up walking around with her walker and blah, blah, blah. She's just a great story. She's doing fantastic. But I looked at her in that hospital bed, and I'd been a long-time smoker. And at one of the most stressful points in my life, I made a decision. I am quitting. And I told her that. And who I was doing it for. I made that decision. No, I didn't quit that day. I quit about 2 months later, cut down on the cigarettes, started the e-cig, the vaping thing, blah, blah, blah. I made it happen on November 20th of last year as I was leaving the house to go down to Texas for my mother and father-in-law's celebration of life, their double funeral. They passed away 4 days from each other. Mom's still away in rehab. This mom and dad Cole passed. It was, that's the last cigarette I had. Now, if you're a smoker, you know, these are not the times that you quit. You just don't. The reason I did, oh, and believe me, I took a pack with me, an unopened pack, just in case things got too rough. I just never opened it. I had it in my freezer for like 6 months. I finally gave it away. But I made that decision, and I did it. And I couldn't figure out why I couldn't make the decision with this business. I knew I wasn't working hard enough. Busy work, holy cow, I put in a lot of time into this. I mean, we're talking 8-10 hours a day. But I couldn't figure out because I knew something was different. I knew from quitting smoking, something hadn't gone off yet, and I didn't know how to make it happen. You know how I made it happen? I made a decision to get more involved, to be a part of this community, to put myself out there. And you know what? Not everybody has to like me. Doesn't matter. But what if I reach that one person who needs me at that moment? And it's like, you know, Barb, you're letting your little voices, your little everything, you're letting them, they're making you selfish. You're keeping yourself to yourself. No, you are going to hit with somebody. I deserve this life. You deserve this life. You need to know you deserve this life. You need to make a decision. You can do it. And when you make that decision, map out your plan. If it's to be involved in this community or wherever it is, unstick yourself and seriously get involved. This is a community unlike anything I have ever seen before. You'll be pushed. You'll thank them every step of the way. So if you want to find out more, click the links below. Great talking with you, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5. This is a 50-day challenge. Ay, ay, ay. Isn't that cool? Okay. Bye.